Hi guys, my name is Arlene Negrete. I'm an admissions counselor here at Vanguard University. I'm also an alumni. I graduated in 2019 with my psychology degree, and I had one of the best experiences. And I'm here today to just share a little bit more about who we are as a university and see if it'd be a great fit for you once it's your turn to start applying for colleges or as you're looking into, where you want to go for college. So we are a smaller private Christian university. We are located in Costa Mesa, Orange County, one of the most beautiful cities in Southern California. We're about 4 miles away from Newport Beach, right across the street from the OC County Fair, about 15-20 minutes away from Disneyland. So there's so much to do here. Such an exciting city, both on campus and around us. Actually, fun fact, we were here in Orange County before Disneyland. We are celebrating our 100 years here at Vanguard. We were founded back in 1920 out of the Sousa Street Revival. And we've just been celebrating 100 years of watching students grow and pursue their dreams and their ministry. As a big birthday present, Vanguard University gifted us this beautiful building that you see on your screen right here. It's called the WA Student Center. And inside the Student Center, we have our brand new cafeteria. It's a huge buffet style cafeteria, super delicious meal options you can get there. We have a brand new coffee shop called Dr. Ben's. Upstairs, we have our fitness center if you're into working out and staying active, a beautiful forum where we have a lot of our events. And then also upstairs in the upstairs area, we have a terrace where we just watch the sunsets and feel the ocean breeze and just hang out with other students and professors. What makes us really, really unique here at Vanguard is our academic excellence. We have smaller class sizes where our classes average about 20 students. It's a 16 to 1 student and faculty ratio. My smallest class here at Vanguard was only 9 students, and that really allowed me to just get to know my professor. My professor knew everything about me. I commuted to campus from an hour away, and so if I was ever absent, they would reach out to me and see if there's anything that I needed or if I needed an extension on my assignment. So it was very personal. And I love that they have open office hours. So if we had additional questions or if we just needed someone to talk to, our professors were really there to mentor us. And so that's something that I really appreciated about Vanguard because it really allowed us to just have better opportunities in a smaller campus, like getting letters of recommendations or an internship opportunity, or even a job on campus while we were students and even when we graduated. As soon as I graduated in 2019, because of the connections I had with my professor, I was offered a job as a counselor here at Vanguard, and I've been working here since. So a lot of different opportunities and open doors that our university provides. Along with our academic excellence, we have 39 degree programs. So a lot of different options that you can choose from. Our top 5 programs are biology, kinesiology, psychology, communications, and business. But aside from those, we have nursing, music. We have a new teaching credential program where you can get both your bachelor's and your teaching credentials in 4 years. And we guarantee that in any program, you will graduate in 4 years. We just started a brand new computer science program. We have a history, political science as well that we will be talking about soon here, but a lot of different options that you're able to choose from. You can minor, you can double major as well. Also, our strong spiritual climate on campus really makes up who we are as a university. We, everything we do on campus, Christ is at the center of it, whether you're at a game, in the dorm rooms, in the classroom. We want you to glorify God wherever you go. And we really love to tell students that we want you to create a pulpit out of your career. So no matter if you are going into the business field, into the science field, we definitely want you to involve and integrate your ministry with that. Our students will attend chapel services. They will take 5 religion courses within the 4 years that they're at Vanguard. There are mission trip opportunities. We have 20 student-led worship teams here on campus, Bible studies, devotionals, retreats. So a lot that you can get involved in and just really grow in your faith. And that's the most important thing about our university, is that we want you to integrate your faith and learning. We also have such an authentic and caring community. So like I mentioned, we are a smaller, tight-knit community at Vanguard where you're going to see a lot of familiar faces on campus. It's very common to see professors grabbing lunch or coffee with our students here and just praying over them on campus. You will see a lot of familiar faces in your classrooms, but we also have large school activities, like our games get really fun and rowdy. We have a lot of events on campus, like our block parties are really huge within our cultural clubs. We have dorms on campus as well. We've actually named all of the dorms after the beaches that we are surrounded by. So we have Laguna Hall, Huntington, Catalina, and it's just so much fun, the events that we have here. It's about 2 to 3 students per room in the dorm rooms. We also have a great commuter life team. So like I mentioned, I was a commuter. And so we also had events for those students who would commute from home. Everything that we do at Vanguard, we do it together as one. So that's what I truly appreciated, is that a lot of the events, a lot of the activities that we'd have held on campus, we would do it together, both residents and commuters. And there's just a lot that goes on both on campus as well as off campus. We have 125 intramural sports teams and clubs that you can get involved in. That's a lot. We have our cultural clubs, which are the most popular. I was part of El Puente, which is our Latino club on campus. We have APU, Asian Pacific Islanders, BSU, Black Student Union. And then we also have interest-based clubs, academic-based clubs, a lot that you can get involved in. If you don't want to pursue sports professionally or long-term, you can be involved in our intramural teams as well. If you are into sports professionally, we are offering 19 different sports here on campus. And if you have more questions about this, I am also the athletic counselor here. So definitely write to me, reach out to me, or you can go to vanguardlions.com. That's our athletics page. Fill out a recruit form, contact the coaches directly. They're there to just kind of support you and just hear a little bit more about you to see if they're interested in recruiting you on the team. And we also offer athletic scholarships. That was a little bit about who we are as a university. I hope something has impacted you or something has interested you to want to apply. Our application is not on the Common App. It's just on our page because it's so quick and simple to complete. You'll go to vanguard.edu/apply now. And if you are here with us today, I'd like to offer you a free application if you are a senior. We are still accepting applications and students. Even if you're a junior, sophomore, freshman, scan the QR code that I'm about to show at the end, and we will send you a free application your senior year. So all we ask is for a Christian experience statement, a short essay as to who you are, or where you are in your faith journey, whether you've grown up in church or if you're just starting to know Christ. We also ask for your transcripts. We have a preferred minimum GPA of a 2.7, and SAT and ACT are optional. They are not a requirement as of now here at Vanguard. These are some of the deadlines if you want to take photos of that, super important deadlines that we have once you apply to Vanguard. We are coming up into our May 1st National Decision Day. So if you are a senior, it's getting to the time where you are deciding where to go for college. And then our biggest goal here at Vanguard is to make your college education as affordable as possible. 98% of our students receive financial aid, whether that's an academic scholarship, athletic scholarship, music scholarship. Anything you receive from the FAFSA will also be applied to your tuition here, so it makes Vanguard really affordable. We offer freshman scholarships that go up from $10,000 to $25,000 per year. Our transfer students are receiving anywhere from $10,000 to $16,000 per year. And again, that's applied with any other financial aid that you're receiving here at Vanguard. Great. Well, thank you so much for listening to me, just to hear a little bit more about our university. This is the QR code that you can scan. If you want that free application, tell us a little bit more about yourself. We will answer some questions here at the end as we allow Dr. Krishnan to share a little bit more about our history program here at Vanguard.
Hey everyone, my name is Kristen Lashua and I'm the chair of the History and Political Science Department at Vanguard. And I was having a little bit of tech issues on my computer this morning, and so Arlene is going to bring up my PowerPoint for me. So thank you for doing that, because I'm doing this via phone now. But yeah, we have a really unique history and political science department in that we're one of the few in the country that you get a combined history and political science major. So it would say on your diploma, history and political science. Like I said, that's really unique in this country. And I often say it's like getting 2 degrees for the price of 1. Within that, though, if you're more interested in history, I know a lot of people on this forum have a strong interest in history. You can primarily take history classes. But if you do have an interest, say, in political science, you want to combine that with environmental science, we do have that as a major as well. And so that could be a really interesting double major for you to pursue. But in the combining of history and political science, one of the things that's really great about it is that it gives you a background in the humanities and the social sciences, so that you are able to have a ton of different career options. And what we've seen from our majors is that they really are able to be problem solvers, they're good communicators, they're great at research and analysis. And so that really takes them into a lot of different fields. And so I'm going to walk through just a few of the things that our majors do while they're here on campus, and then also some of the things that they do when they go on to graduate. And then feel free to ask any questions that you may have in the chat, or unmute yourself, however it works best for you, because I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have at all. And by the way, Ocean Institute is hosting this, and we're just down the road from Ocean Institute. And in fact, our majors are taking a maritime history class, Pirates and Privateers, this semester. And they're going to be sailing on one of Ocean Institute's historical schooners in about a month. So our whole department is going sailing off Dana Point. And so that's going to be great fun. So we do really focus on experiential learning, hands-on learning experiences. We do lots of field trips. As Arlene was saying, we live in a part of the country that allows us to go to a lot of different places and really get hands-on experience. And so you see that in the classroom. You also see that in the internships that we're able to provide for students. And so depending on what your interests are, again, your career interests, we will hook you up with an internship that will allow you to participate in that career early on and get a taste of it and see if you really like it, and then have that experience as you go to apply for jobs, grad school, law school. We have faculty advisors in our department. And so everybody who is a major gets assigned a faculty advisor who is walking through this journey with them through college and helping them figure out which classes to take, and is just a resource for them and making sure that they graduate on time. As Arlene said, we're sort of checking the boxes as you go and making sure that you're on track. We have 2 honors societies. And so one for political science, one for history. A lot of our majors who are strong academically get to be in both of them. And that's a great boost for people who are looking, again, to go to grad school or to law school. It looks great on our resume. We also have the ability to publish. And so we have a student-run research journal called Clio and Cicero. Oh, there it is. Now you can see it. Thank you, Arlene. And so you can see there, that's Clio and Cicero, and it's student-run. So you get experience editing and publishing, and then also writing and researching as well. And so it's a great opportunity for students. We also have the VU Forum, which is our club, where students get to debate various political topics, and it's always really lively and fun, but not scary as political debates often can be. So everybody's still friends at the end of the day, but it is a way for people to have different opinions and express them and try out different ideas. And then you can see there the students, that was one of my classes, going to the Getty Villa, which is an amazing museum experience. And so we do that as a field trip. And you can see one of our majors as well, interning at a law firm. We have a lot of majors who go on to law school and are very successful getting into fantastic law programs from our department. If you want to go to the next slide, we have some additional opportunities like a pre-law minor, which is interdisciplinary, and it's great, again, if you're interested in going into law school. We also have a semester in Washington, D.C. through the American Studies program, and that's a really awesome semester because you get an extensive internship experience that's customized to what your future career plans are. So if you have an interest, again, in something like environmental science and how that collides with political science and lobbyists perhaps, or policy making, we can get you in with a think tank that would allow you to get practice in that area and make a lot of connections, because you probably know a lot of your future job prospects can depend on networking and connections. And so we can get those for you through that awesome program. As Arlene mentioned, we also have an integrated teacher education program, which allows you to get your BA in history and political science and your California social science teaching credential in 4 years. So you can be in the classroom very quickly. And if you don't plan on teaching in California, but you want to teach elsewhere, most states, the vast majority of states, accept the California teaching credential. And so you can kind of take it and go most places that you want to go. If you want to go to the next slide, Arlene. So a lot of our majors, like I said, because it's a blended degree in both history and political science, they end up doing all kinds of different things. So this is just a list of all the different things, not even all of them, but just a few examples of the things that our alumni are doing. So everything from working as an insurance underwriter to human resources, payroll manager, working for a nonprofit like in refugee resettlement, working as a teacher again, or a lawyer, working as a family coordinator again for a nonprofit, or working in marketing or grant writing. So there's all kinds of different options for our majors. And we often say it's a great major for people who aren't sure what they want to do for their career, because it really is, it really just opens up a bunch of possibilities. And then if you would mind going to the last slide, and then I'll open it up to see if anyone has any questions. Our majors have gone on to graduate or law school at a lot of amazing places, including Ivy League schools, schools across the world. So places like the London School of Economics or the University of Edinburgh, NYU, the Citadel. And so again, there's just really the sky's the limit. We prepare you to really take on any challenge, career, law school or graduate school. So we invite you to find out more, and like Arlene said, follow up and see if you have any questions for us.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing. We do have a couple of questions that have come in. The first one is, are there any abroad programs or off-campus programs that undergraduates can participate in?
Generally speaking, yes, you can do study abroad, and just depending on your major is where they will send you off. I know when I was a student here, the psychology department went to Ecuador. So there's a lot of departments or a lot of opportunities you can go to. Just connecting with our GEO office, our Global Education Outreach Office, and they have so many different opportunities where you can go and travel, study in a different part of the world.
Yeah, we've had majors study in Oxford, for example, Prague, all kinds of different places. So you can kind of just say, this is what interests me, and we can make it happen, basically.
Yeah, someone else is asking, are there things that I can do as a high school student to make me a better candidate for your program?
So here at Vanguard University, with your whole application, I know a lot of students ask, do we need letters of recommendation or anything like that? We just ask for a Christian experience statement and your transcripts. But we want to know who you are as a person. So within that Christian experience statement, just share more about who you are, about your faith journey, maybe your involvement. With other college applications, it's great to just, do volunteer work or just really get involved in high school. So anything that's going to make you stand out would be great.
Awesome. Somebody asked a very broad question. What is your favorite thing about your school?
Oh, I think as a student here, something that just impacted me while I was studying at Vanguard was just the relationships that I made with the professors. I felt really cared for and supported. I was traveling from so far when I was commuting to campus. I transferred in, so I was at a school where my classrooms were like 300 students, and at Vanguard, the fact that I can have my professor's cell phone number, we can go out to get lunch and just talk about life, that for me was just so special. And it really just, impacted me in so many ways, and it encouraged me and motivated me to continue on what I wanted to pursue in life. And that's something that I loved. I mean, where we're located is just so beautiful. We're right next to Disneyland. We're right next to the beach. So there was just always something going on campus. You make so many friends here. It's such a loving community. And so there's just a whole bunch of little things that really made my experience special. But for sure, I think the number one thing was just the personal relationships that I had with the professors that really allowed me to be who I am today.
Yeah, and I'll kind of piggyback off of that from a professor's point of view. I love getting to know my students, and I wanted to be at a school where I got to hang out with students and get to know them and share life with them. And I teach the freshman survey, so I get a bunch of freshmen every year, and I get to sort of welcome them to college. And then as they go on to take upper division classes, I'll have them again. And I really love getting to see them grow throughout their time here. And I always say it puts me in a great position to write killer letters of recommendation when they go on to jobs or grad school, because I can say, I really know this person and I know their strengths and I know what they're passionate about. I know what they've already accomplished and what they're talking about, you know, what they want to go take on next. And so having that relationship is really an amazing part of the experience here.
Awesome. Yeah. So we have 2 more questions. The first question is, does your school offer graduate level programming? And our second question that we have is, this person said that they're interested in doing environmental law. Does your program kind of align with like political/international affairs? And can they jump into grad school from that?
Sure. Yeah. So I'll let Arlene talk a bit more about grad school programs, but just to kind of answer that other question. Yeah, so if you're interested in environmental law, that's a fantastic thing. That's a career field that's going to be, you know, it's obviously relevant now and it's going to be exploding even more coming up. So we do have classes that you can take in things like comparative politics. We have classes that you can take in things like constitutional law so that you can prepare for law school. And like I said, we also have an environmental studies major. So if you're interested in kind of combining those 2 fields, you could either double major here, or you could say major in history and political science with a minor, or taking classes in environmental studies. And so one of the great things about having a faculty advisor is, again, we can kind of walk you through what classes would be really relevant to you, and figuring out what your unique set of classes is going to look like for your interests. But yeah, that would be a great thing to pursue here, and we could help make that happen. And then Arlene, do you want to talk about the different grad programs?
Yes, we definitely offer graduate programs to get your master's degree in clinical psychology, industrial organizational psychology, nursing, a leadership program as well, and you know, several other programs that you can definitely pursue. But we do offer graduate programs here at Vanguard.
Awesome, great. I think that's all the questions that we have for our attendees. Just remember, if you have questions after the virtual has ended, you can go ahead and ask them in the agenda part of our Whova. And I'm sure that either Dr. LaShaw or Arlene can answer some questions there. And I would like to take this time to thank Arlene and Dr. Kristen for their time. And I wish all of our attendees all the best as they are on their next journey. So thank you again so much for your time.
Thanks for having us.
Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.